In the last video, we talked about inputs and outputs of functions. Now we're going to look at a graph of a function and try to determine how we can find inputs and outputs from here. Remember at the end of the last video, I talked about that f of x is always equal to your y value or your outputs. So once we put something in, we get out that y value. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first problem here. So this guy right here, f of -3. What that means is that my -3 is my x. So we want to go to x equals -3 and see what happens here. So when I go to x equals -3, that's right there on my graph. And I'm going to go up to my graph and see where that lands on my function. And then I want to see what that y value is. So when I go over to my y-axis, I can see that my y value, right, my y value is +3. So y equals +3. When x equals -3, y equals 3. And that's what f of -3 means. We put in the -3, we get out the y value, which is +3. Let's move on to the next problem. So I would like you to tell me, what is the x value in f of 4? Hopefully you said that the x value for this one is 4. So we're going to go to 4 on my x-axis, and the y value, I don't have to move at all because I'm actually there. The y value equals 0. So a lot of you forget about 0, so that's why I did this one. So the y value here is 0. Let's do the next one and we'll start to pick up the pace a bit. So for example C, my x value is going to equal -1. So when I go to -1, it's right here. Now here's the tricky part. If we go up, we see a bunch of dots. But notice those are open dots. It means I don't have anything equivalent there. My actual answer is down here. So that's the only one that is a closed point. So my y value is -6. If there's any open points, those are not, there's no solution there. They're not equal to that value. We've only got that one. So that's a little bit different for you guys. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. So f is -7, which means that my x value is going to be -7. So let's go here. So if I go out to -7 and I go up and down, so if I go up and down here, I can see nothing. There's no points. This one has no real solution, or we could just say no solution here. All right, and then for the last one, okay, for this last one, we're going to look at f is 6. So I try to give you an example of every possibility here. So if I go to f is 6, so that means that my x value is 6. I go out here, all right, there's 6. And if I go down, all right, there's nothing. There's an open circle again, and there's nothing else to look at. So once again, this one has no solution, right? There's no y value. I can't find one. For the next section, we're actually going to find those inputs. So we want those inverse functions. In this case, what we're going to do is what are the values of x when f of x, remember that's y, when y equals -1. So let's go to our graph. If I go right here on the y-axis to -1, I go back to an open circle, so we know that's not a solution. And when I go over here, it looks like it hits the x at 3. Now, notice it says values. We could have more than one. We could have more than one solution here when we're doing inverses. So let's look at this next one. So we've got f of x equals 3. So we're going to go to where y equals 3, right here. Oh, look at this. So if I go out here, I've got a point at 1. But notice if I go the other direction, I've also got a value at -3. So there we go. We've got those two values, those two x values at 1 and -3. So remember, when you're doing inverses, it is possible to have more than one solution. What is the value, or are the values, when f equals 1? I'm actually going to leave this one. Let's see. I want to see what you guys come up with. So when y equals 1, let me erase some of this for you. Okay, so when y equals 1, what x value are you going to get? All right, well, let's see, and let's see if you got the right answer. So if I go out to the open circle, that's not a solution. If I go over here and then I go down, you can see that hopefully my only solution was x equals 3. All right, we're going to pick the domain and range up in the next video. So I'll see you guys again in a moment.